Hey guys, it's Ro. Valentine's Day is coming up and I wanted to make some themed recipes. Today we are going to be making 3 Valentine's Day breakfast ideas. I really love these ideas not only for Valentine's Day, but because they're all heart-shaped, you can also make these for Father's Day or Mother's Day, or if you have an anniversary with Bae, or just because if you wanted to make something sweet or do something kind for a sibling. I don't know. Also, if you aren't that into breakfast, you just don't like to eat a big meal early on in the day, you can always have breakfast for dinner. I've done that. All right, let's get started. The first recipe that we're going to be making are these homemade heart pancakes. The things you'll need to make these homemade heart pancakes will be 1½ cups of milk, 1½ cups of all-purpose flour, 1 egg, 3 tablespoons of butter, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, a large heart cookie cutter, and a small heart cookie cutter. The first step to making our pancakes is making our pancake batter. In a medium-sized bowl, we are going to whisk together our dry ingredients, our flour, sugar, salt, and baking powder. Then whisk together until well combined. Our dry ingredients are ready, and now we are going to add our wet ingredients, our milk, our butter, I've melted it in the microwave, vanilla extract, and our egg. Remember, you want to add the whole egg. Then again, whisk together until well combined. Our batter is ready, and now we are going to take it, a non-stick frying pan, a little bit of butter, 1/4 measuring cup, some tongs, a spatula, and our heart-shaped cookie cutter over to the stove. Turn heat to medium-low and grease your pan. I'm using some butter. Once the butter is completely melted, put the greased cookie cutter into the center of the pan. Pour a 1/4 cup scoop of batter into the cookie cutter and spread it evenly around. Cook until little bubbles begin to rise to the top. This usually takes about 1 minute. Then gently remove the cookie cutter. I'm using some tongs and flip your pancake over with the spatula. Cook until golden brown, which usually takes about another minute. Then remove from the pan. Make as many pancakes as you want. Did-you? All of our heart pancakes are ready, and now it is time for my favorite part. It is time to decorate, and one of the things that I really love about this recipe is it's totally customizable. However you like to eat your pancakes, you can get creative with it. For example, using the small heart cookie cutter, cut out a small little heart into the butter, and then place it right on top and pop it out. Then drizzle a little maple syrup on top. Look at that, so cute. Another idea, I've used the small heart cookie cutter to cut out a bunch of fresh fruit. Over here I've got strawberries. We got these little heart strawberries, and you can place those on top with some powdered sugar. You can also do the same thing with the banana. You just open it up, cut up some pennies, boop, boop, and then cut out some hearts. Did-you? And there you have it, homemade heart pancakes. I've decorated this one using some of my favorite fruit, but you can use whatever you'd like. The next thing that we're gonna be making is I love you avocado toast. To make this I love you avocado toast, the things you'll need will be some slices of your favorite bread. I'm using a wheat bread, fresh arugula, eggs, lemon, an avocado, salt and pepper to taste, and a heart-shaped silicone mold. The first step to making our I love you avocado toast is making our avocado spread. I love avocado toast, and there are hundreds of ways to make an avocado spread. There are so many different things you can do, but I'm just gonna show you what I like to do. It's very, very simple. In front of me, I've got a cutting board and a ripe avocado. To cut an avocado, you're just gonna cut all the way around, twist open. To get this out, I just like to go boop and give a little twist. Then use a spoon to scoop all of the fresh avocado into a small bowl. Yum, 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 yum. Then squeeze some fresh lemon juice into the bowl. You can use as much lemon juice as you like. Next, a little salt and pepper to taste. Now mash together using a fork. Get all the ingredients work together. This recipe makes 4 pieces of avocado toast, or 2 if you really love avocado. Now pop a couple slices of bread into the toaster. I'm gonna be setting mine on a medium golden brown setting. That's how I like my toast. And wait for it to toast. Your love is the one in a million. It goes on and on and on. Now that our toast is ready, we can put our avocado spread on top. Just scoop up a little, spread over the top. An important step is not to eat it right now, which is what I want to do. Then I like to add a few sprigs of arugula. I love fresh arugula. It's so yummy. Oh, yum, yum, yum. Oop. Your love is the one in a million. Oh, it has holes in it. I like arugula. I like it a lot. one's dumb. That one's dumb. Get out of here. Oh, that one's dumb too. Not that a plant can be dumb, but there. Toast is ready. Now I'm gonna quickly cook up some eggs on the stove, sunny side up. We are gonna take over some eggs, a heart-shaped silicone mold, some butter, a non-stick pan, and a spatula. Over to the stove. Turn your heat to medium-low and grease your pan. I'm using some butter. Once the butter is completely melted, put the greased silicone heart mold in the center of your pan. Crack the whole egg into the mold and allow it to cook for a few minutes. Once the whites of the egg have set, carefully remove the silicone heart and take your egg back to the baking station. Last step, place your egg on top of the toast, and then they're ready to serve. Did-oo, here's the I love you avocado toast. The next thing that we're gonna be making are heart-shaped cinnamon rolls. To make these heart-shaped cinnamon rolls, the things you'll need will be ready-to-bake cinnamon rolls. I'm using Pillsbury Grands, an 8-inch round cake pan, white glaze icing, and some heart sprinkles to decorate. The first step to making our heart-shaped cinnamon rolls is to open our ready-to-bake canister. The one I'm using is by Pillsbury called Grands. I really like this one because the strips are longer and a little larger, and the other ones I found at the store were a little too small for what we're doing today. Opening these is really easy. You just peel and pop. So you find the little beginning right here, and then peel, peel, peel. Then give it a pop. Just like that. Doo-doo! Get off of there, get off of there. Now I'm using a ready-to-bake cinnamon recipe because I wanted to save a little bit of time, but if you have the time and you want to make a from-scratch amazing cinnamon roll recipe, I have a good one. I'm gonna put it down below in the description so you can check it out down there. In front of me, I've got a piece of parchment paper, which my cinnamon rolls are on, and I'm gonna show you how to shape these. What we're gonna do is make them look like hearts, so we are going to unroll, but we're gonna roll the ends. Roll, 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 until they look about even, and then you're gonna bring down the middle. Stick them together so they look like a heart. Then place it into an 8-inch round, greased and lined cake pan. We've got all of our heart cinnamon rolls lined up in the pan. They are ready to bake. I really love this idea because if you have anyone who loves cinnamon rolls, this is such a fun twist on a traditional breakfast treat. Now turn your oven on to 350 degrees and bake for about 15 to 17 minutes. Our cinnamon rolls are fresh out of the oven. I pop them onto a plate to make decoration a little bit easier. This part is totally optional, but it makes them pretty cute. I took the white icing that these cinnamon rolls came with and put it into a piping bag with a number 6 tip at the top for a little bit more control. For decoration, just drizzle on top and then sprinkle on some heart sprinkles. Now our heart-shaped cinnamon rolls are ready to serve. Doo-doo. Ah, it's a little heart. Ta-da! Here are the 3 Valentine's Day breakfast ideas that we made today. We made homemade heart pancakes, I love you avocado toast, and heart-shaped cinnamon rolls. I'll be taking pictures and posting them and the recipes on RosannaPansino.com, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, so you can check them out there. And if you guys make any of these recipes, please take a picture and send it to me. I love seeing your baking creations. It just makes me happy. It makes my day. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and these ideas. If you'd like to watch some more videos, you can click up here or up here. All right, bye-bye. Your love is a 1 in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me a really good feeling all day long. Yeah.